Hi ladies, and Vavalisa here. I'm a transformational love coach and I'm going to talk to you today about tapping, give you a demonstration and explain why this is going to help you transform your love life just like it transformed my love life and help you meet and marry your soulmate just like I did. So EFT is called Emotional Freedom Technique or tapping. It was developed in the 1980s. It's like a mixture of talk therapy and acupressure. It's been called the medicine tool of the future. It's so gentle, it can be used on children and even newborn babies. It's painless and drug-free. It's free to use and it's a wonderful self-help technique on a plethora of many issues such as PTSD, comfort eating, stress, even physical pain, and it's even meant to help strokes. Every year there's more and more research coming out about why it works. Now you can tap as many times as you like during the day on any particular issue. The worst thing that can happen is that nothing will happen, but I can guarantee you results because it works every time. So how it works, part of what we know why it works is that, for example, if you've ever been unfortunate to suffer a breakup or know somebody that has, we'll take you for example. So if you've had a breakup, you're stuck in this story of pain, you're angry, hurt, you could be maybe telling somebody about it, and you're caught in this cycle of pain that it's like a film that you're starring in, and you're very emotionally involved in it. But after a few rounds of tapping, you will get to see that you're no longer starring in the film, that it's like a movie that you're watching from a distance and you're no longer so involved in it. So it takes the sting out of what happened. It takes away the just this pain of what happened, and the story becomes just another story that you don't even need to tell anymore. So touch in itself is a very comforting technique. For example, if we have a headache, we can often put our fingers at the side of our eye, maybe even rub our eyes. So this is a very natural way of using acupressure points to try and help with a headache. Or if you get a shock, you might go, oh my heart, and start tapping. You're actually tapping on your heart chakra. It's helping calm you. Or for example, if someone gets bad news, they might put their hand here. Again, you're stimulating more acupressure points. So we tend to heal when we use this very comforting touch on ourselves. So the acupressure points are the points of our energy system with the meridians, and emotions are actually electrical impulses in our nervous system. So while you're talking and tapping, you're helping release the energy that's stored there. Now, tapping works by reducing the negative emotion and actually increasing our negative emotions. So it works every time. It's a very forgiving technique. So if you happen to forget an acupressure point, or you feel you're worried that you're not saying the right thing or that you're not touching the right thing, the right acupressure point in the right way, you'll still get benefit. But after time, you'll come to realize that your fingers become attuned to your acupressure points, and the more precise you are, the more benefit that you will get. So it's very effective for helping manage anxiety, because tapping helps strengthen the parasympathetic nervous system, and it takes away this fight, flight, freeze or submit response that we have. So for example, if you're stressed or worried about anything in general and you do some tapping, you will find that you can just think more clearly. That's the beauty of it. And the great thing about tapping is that it's becoming more and more mainstream. I actually saw it in a Netflix film, people benefiting from it. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my favorite acupressure points and my recipe for success. So you have a band of meridian points on the top of your head, and with your palm flat, you tap on the center. Now don't do anything first, just watch me and let me explain to you. So this will really help you maximize those band of meridian points on the top and help you feel grounded. You have a wonderful acupressure point, which is our third eye, that I'm going to include in the tapping sequence. Now, if you feel along the eyebrow here, there's a little indent. This is another acupressure point. Now, it can feel sore. If you don't feel anything, that's perfectly okay. But the acupressure points are found in the hollows of our face and along our bodies. So there is an acupressure point here. The next one in our sequence is the side of the eye, under the eye, on the philtrum, on our chin, on the collarbone, heart chakra, under the bra line, our liver point, and then our wrists. So you tap through the sequence while you're talking 5 to 7 times. Don't actually count. You shouldn't count or think that you need to count how many times you're doing it. Just try and cycle through the points quite quickly to get maximum benefits. It's more important that you think about the situation that you're trying to heal from or recover from than actually count the points, and really focus in on something specific, the energy and the emotion involved, because the tapping will help release the negative emotion. So without further ado, I'm going to give you an example. So to begin with, we're going to use that example of a breakup. So with the breakup, you know, you're starring in this film of pain, and it's very upsetting. So being unfortunate enough to have this experience, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most severe pain you've ever felt, and 0 being, you know, that you don't have any more pain anymore. So write it down on a piece of paper. It's important that you can actually see some results. Now I want you to do Simon Says, Simon Does with me. And we're going to tap on our karate chop point. This will help reverse the psychology. So again, no matter what's happened in your life or what you've been through, you can always reverse that psychology. So talk after me and tap after me. Simon Says, Simon Does. I'll give you time. Even though I have suffered from this breakup, I deeply and completely love, honour and accept myself with kindness and compassion. Even though I have suffered from this horrible breakup and my life is in pieces, I understand how hard this is for me right now. Even though I have been dumped, I deeply and completely love, honour and accept myself, and I forgive myself for feeling this way, and I am open to the possibility of forgiving anyone else who may have contributed to the situation. And now we're going to cycle through the points. So we're going to use a reminder phrase, so that will help you. EFT works by being specific, so just try and think of it exactly how you're feeling about it. Now it might seem strange to talk about the negative emotions first, but in order to, if you wanted to paint a house, you would first of all remove the cobwebs and clean it before you would come in and repainting. So this is how we're going to use this technique. Now you can actually exaggerate and emphasize to make the bad feelings feel even worse if you need to, because it'll really help clear them out. This breakup. I can't believe I got dumped. There must be something wrong with me. Under the eye. I'm in so much pain. On the philtrum. I can't believe I got dumped. On the chin. It really hurts. Collarbone. I'm in so much pain. Heart chakra. I didn't see it coming. Under the arm. I can't believe this happened to me. It's so upsetting. All this pain. I feel I'm never going to meet anyone now again over this. Who the heck will want me? I never saw it coming. I really thought that this would end, that this would never end. I thought that we'd be together forever. It's so upsetting. It really hurts. I thought this was going to be lasting forever. This breakup. So you continue to cycle through those points until you have brought the pain level from a 10 to a 0. Then you come back in with the positivity. Now the tapping will actually help reinforce, you know, the positive feelings, and it kind of clears any energy disturbance that can be around you thinking that. The fact is, I am beautiful inside and out. It's his loss, not mine. If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Not every relationship can last forever. It doesn't take away from the fact that I am a beautiful woman inside and out. And someone else will see these beautiful things about me. This is just the beginning of the rest of my life. Today is the beginning of the rest of my life. So I would encourage you to tap in some positivity after that, and then just take a few moments to breathe and see how has that settled, and how are you thinking, how are you feeling about the breakup. So you might feel already that, you know, that you have cleared some thoughts around it, that it's not as painful, and I would encourage you to keep that tapping. Now this video was just to introduce you to the tapping, show you the tapping sequence. I'm going to do more videos on breakups and how to prevent this unhappy pattern for even starting, so that you can meet and marry your soulmate. Now remember, if I can do it, anybody can. And I'm not just saying that, this is part of neurolinguistic programming, because your brain is a little bit stupid, and then you might think, well, if she did it and she struggled, it's actually quite possible. And then you start seeing the possibilities and seeing what's open there for you. So I hope you enjoy my introduction to EFT, and I will encourage you to keep tapping on everything that you can. Don't forget to subscribe, like my video, and click on the link below for my free ebook on how to find your soulmate. Namaste.